It's TenPoint week. Brian Flaherty's in town. We're going to be field testing, checking out a lot of new crossbows that by the time you watch this will already be on the market. And it's that time of the year when we get to see a lot of things. And this year we've actually seen them for several months. All the new models that are coming out from TenPoint and Wicked Ridge. We've been running them through their paces. We've shot Axis, we've shot Whitetail, we've shot hogs with them. And now we're taking it up and really to another level and spending time learning about all of the different features on each one of these models. And it's always an exciting time. I don't know how many years we've done this, but it's been quite a few.
As always in the TenPoint and Wicked Ridge lineup, we're coming out with a plethora of new crossbow models. Crossbow technologies over the years has gotten better and better and better, and it's always a challenge of what's next. One of our advantages is that our company is family owned and family operated. The Bednars, back since 1994, have owned it and operated it. Our goal is to make our customers be, even if it's just 1% more successful. And so I think you see that in the 2023 TenPoint lineup. We have 3 new models. We have our Flatline 460, which is going to be right underneath the Nitro 505 in terms of, what is our flagship model. But this bow is all about being compact and trying to get you into the tightest spots possible. So, really the hardcore hunter that's carrying his tree stand into the woods, slings that Flatline over his shoulder. He can carry as minimal stuff as he needs to get into the tree stand, to get into the blind. He can get through denser spots, thicker woods, and it just gives him way more hunting and shooting opportunities with this platform. It's only measuring 26.5 inches long and 7.5 inches wide, so a very micro footprint. Again, allowing him to get into those tight spots. It gives him more shot opportunities when he's in those tight spots, whether there's a tree branch or you're in a ground blind and if that animal moves off to the side, you now have more opportunities with the small footprint. It's shooting up to 460 feet per second, and as I mentioned, it's a reverse draw platform, so it's going to balance very nicely. And with that reverse draw, it's a smoother shot. With the longer power stroke, you have higher speeds with less of a draw weight, so it's going to be a much smoother shot than what you would expect at those speeds. So the Flatline 460 is the first one. The next one is our Stealth 450, which is going to be your traditional forward draw platform. Again, this one is also very mobile, so going to get you into those tight spots, easy to carry into the woods. It measures only 6.5 inches wide, so it's going to be a very compact front end, but a little bit longer than the Flatline for the hunter that likes the longer profile bows. That bow shoots 450 feet per second, so again, packing a lot of energy, packing a lot of speed into that crossbow. Last one is our Viper 430, and this is going to be a shorter platform than on the Stealth. Shooting up to 430 feet per second, but again, it's going to have that very narrow profile on the front end. It's measuring 6.5 inches wide, and as I mentioned, it shoots 430 feet per second. Again, just giving you more opportunities to get into those tight spots. And also new for this year is our scope struts, which is going to be on all 3 of those new bows. And basically, if you take a look at the scope struts, that's going to increase strength and rigidity by 80%. It's going to improve the durability, it's going to improve the accuracy of the scope. A lot of times when you're traveling or you're getting in and out of the four-wheeler and you bump your crossbow, sometimes that scope may have some movement in there. So these struts are really going to lock down that scope, giving you more accuracy, especially at longer ranges as well. It's going to give you more accuracy and more durability in the field.
When you look at the advancements and changes in crossbows, how they've evolved, what they do, and there's so many different choices as we've talked about time and time again, and each year as you look at some of these advancements are designed to give you, the hunter, the choice of what models, what styles best fit not only your budget, but your hunting style. Are you a tree stand guy needing something more compact? Do you looking for something that's going to generate more energy? Are you looking to save a little bit of money on a budget-friendly type deal? What type of scope are you looking for in all these? All of the models in today's world of TenPoint and Wicked Ridge crossbows allow you to pick what fits best for you.
Well, when we return, we'll join Wade and Brian in the field with the latest models from TenPoint. Brian Flaherty has been enjoying his time at camp, helping field test all the latest crossbows from TenPoint and Wicked Ridge. He's been able to harvest 2 does so far and has his eyes set on a buck.
When I shot those doe, in terms of just being patient and having some confidence and just getting a good feel of how the deer are going to move, how they're going to settle in, it certainly builds your confidence for later in the hunt as you're going to see these shooter bucks, to have a couple on the board And knowing that you made a good shot on the one, it breeds confidence, and you know what you got to do as you go out for the rest of the hunt.
We are headed actually back to the spot we were at 2 days ago. We have been seeing about 4 or 6 shooters coming through this spot, both in the morning and in the evening. Well, the day that we sat there, we didn't see any of them. We saw one way out in the field, never made its way in. So we're thinking we're going to go in a different way. And basically what we're thinking is that we're bumping these deer before we even get to the blind. So this morning, we're leaving a little bit early, take a little bit longer to get into the blind and get settled in, but we think that the game plan this morning is set up for success, and we'll get going here and see what happens. Steps.
Dude, it looked like a good hit too.
Oh, yes. I wasn't sure because those 2 doe kept, they had started to leave twice. And they came back to it. I don't think he ran very far.
I followed him through the trees. I mean, we're not going. We're going to let him settle down. How do you feel about the shot?
I felt good. I had him at 25 yards.
That's a deer. That's a deer right there.
Oh, man. Ooh, it looks like some pink blood on there.
Look how far that arrow goes, how much energy that has. Oh yeah, that's pure pink right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just tell by the shot. I mean, that is a dead deer. That's a double lunger all day.
Sweet. Broadhead's good.
Everything's good. He should be opened up right up here somewhere, I would think. I mean, there are scrapes everywhere around here.
Light knock was good.
Good shot all the way around. Comfortable. Then the shaking started.
Oh man! After it went through, it's like, oh shoot! Yeah,
Hey, that's when it
started
gets
shaking
me.
everywhere.
That's when it gets me.
Oh my gosh!
Here.
Here you go.
Right up here. I see him.
Do you really? Oh, yes!
Oh man, you're right, that wasn't far. Oh.
Dude, that's a God, look at this old war horse. Look at the head on that deer. Congratulations, Brian. What a great shot and a great buck. Oh, that's a stud. Look at that deer. Holy cow. Look at that.
Whew.
Golly. Look at that deer. That's your best buck.
Oh, easy, yeah, easily. Easily the best buck.
Golly.
Oh man, look at how wide that is. You know, that's the biggest deer that I've shot, probably the best shot that I put on a deer. And after 4 days of hunting, it just kind of everything came together perfectly, and it's one of those bucks you'll never forget. Every year, I look forward to this year, just spending time with the guys, being able to get out and test the product in real hunting situations, getting to know the product a little bit better. I know that product launch is right around the corner, and so it's an exciting time, and it's one of those weeks where I can't wait for consumers to get their hands on these products after whether you see how they perform. It's exciting.
We're rolling out of camp. It's about 2:30. Temperatures are going to be really mild today for South Texas in November. We're going to a place called the Rock Field. This is literally just no rocky, weed-thatched mesquite field with one oak tree in the middle of it, and it's we've got an old ladder stand, an old tripod there. The stand's been there for as long as we've had this lease, 15 plus years. The winds are right, conditions feel good. The scouting camera, I put a cell camera over there the other day. Been seeing a mix of bucks, does, even saw a black buck doe come through there. There's been some pigs in there. I mean, it's just kind of a target-rich area, and that's what I'm looking for tonight as we continue to knock down a lot of things with the crossbow. The Viper model is something that's going to be very narrow. It's going to be very attractive to guys that are tree stand hunters in compact areas, pop-up blinds with narrow shooting windows. The way it's designed, the way it's set up is really going to allow you a lot of flexibility, whether you're shooting it freehand, it's very well balanced, or you're shooting it off of shooting sticks. You're looking at something that's a little bit of an advancement over the previous models. It's going to drive a tax when it comes time to shooting it. You've got a lot of choices and a lot of options when you start looking at this model. So as I spent time sighting it in, practicing with it, getting ready to go out and really put it through its paces and see what it would do out in the field in some tight confines. All right, we're getting settled in here. Took us a little longer than I thought it was going to, but we're still up in the stand here. Gonna be hunting with Viper 430 TenPoint tonight. We've had some good success already with this model, and hopefully we'll have some more. There's a major trail right here. You can see it. It comes in from here. There's several water holes down there that are kind of fall in line with the set of cisterns and windmills. So a lot of the deer come right underneath this. A lot of them are bedding, making this little kind of mesquite thicket that borders this pipeline. The big pipeline you can see is cut all the way down through here, and they bed through here. And the wind's kind of perfect. It's actually coming from the bedding area, going back towards that sheep shearing barn over there where we parked at. So, I mean, outside of right here, if a deer comes by and gets our wind, we should be good. We just have an ever-calm scent stick right here that'll help cover us a little bit. I mean, this will be a fun place to sit. I always enjoy sitting here. You can glass lots of deer moving around in that flat out there, and then other deer just kind of pop out right in front of you here. So, who knows? I know one thing. I need some venison, and if a old doe gets out here and poses in the right spot, we'll probably fling one at her. She's gonna go down right there. Good doe all the way around, cool hunt. You know, that's the thing about the rock field, you always see something there. That's an older doe. The other doe that was with her was a lot younger doe. So I kinda want to take out that older one that probably had no longer making ponds. She's gonna fill the freezer really, really good. Really, really good.
Well, as we wrap up our episode on crossbows, we'll join Wade as he begins to track the doe he just shot at the rock field.
It's been about 35, 45 minutes. This is where I shot her. Basically, she's standing here. She jumped, went around, and she got right to that brush pile, and she was pretty wobbly legged right there. We're gonna ease up there and look and, you know, see if she's bedded down, see if she's done or not, and then make a decision off of her. I mean, you can see her step right when I kind of take the shot, but I mean, that thing is zip. You can see the blood pouring out of her. I mean, the broadhead did its job and really opened up good. So, best case scenario, she's gonna be dead right there in that little point of brush. There she is right there. I think she's done. It's pretty exciting when you knock them down, everything goes as planned. That's, you know, we're out here field testing these. You really want it all to go good. She's done. Well, you could see that broadhead, I mean, the hole it made in her as she was standing out there when it just zipped. I mean, Gentry's got great footage right over my shoulder of her. And I mean, you could just see the damage done to her when she was coming out across there. Boy, she's a big old doe. Yeah, big old doe out there. Big old doe. I mean, and it just opened up so fast on her when that shot was coming across. And you know, when you start looking at all the different broadheads that are on the market, you know, TenPoint builds crossbows. They understand what they've got to build, and this is basically their broadhead that they've designed for all of theirs. And I mean, it just deploys when it goes in, and it's cutting edges like that, and the blood trails and the damage, but the flight that it does when it goes through the air at long distances. I mean, we're testing them in all the different targets and everything else. I mean, it just does such a phenomenal job. That's the exit wound where it came in this side here. You know, I mean, it just totally unzipped her. I mean, for lack of a better word, the blood that was coming out and the impact. I mean, she didn't go 75, 80 yards. I mean, she just stepped, finally turned broadside, and we're gonna fill the freezer right here. Another great experience, field testing, filling the freezer, sharing a moment in the outdoors, getting the blood pressure and the heart rate going. Got her loaded up, brought her back, got her all cleaned up, put it in the cooler. Now we'll get her processed out, and we'll either make some enchiladas, some tacos, some burgers. There's no telling, but we're gonna eat very well thanks to that TenPoint Viper doing what it does, and we got it all on film.